Alright guys, we got the RT-700 here, and it's just I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I just haven't had the time, but anyhow, it's just going to help you guys, less questions to answer, and I don't have to copy and paste all the measurements and instructions. So basically the first thing we'll do is find the center of this top shelf here, which is 8. It's 16 inches long or wide, so I'll just mark a dot. Alright, 8 inches is the center. Use a square and run it up 5 1/4. Basically just bringing the center of the shelf up to find the center of the first bracket. So there's 5 1/4. That's your center. Then what we do after that is move that back 5/8 of an inch. So here's your new center. This is going to be the center of your bracket. So we'll cross that out right now. We don't need extra holes. So now we'll go 5 1/4 up over here. And then another one back here. And we'll draw a line straight across. Let me grab a ruler. Yep, straight across. Maybe a little bit longer back here. Back one gets. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now we'll get the bracket. Okay, so we got the bracket here. What we do is measure the distance between the holes, which is usually about 10 inches. Yeah, it's right at 10, center to center of the holes. So we do, let's get that pin back out and mark 5 inches each way of your center. So one here, and then one back here. All right, there's your 2 holes on this side. So we'll get the bit in. Alright, got the bit, can do the holes right now. Alright, got the 5/16 bit in. This is just a good clearance for the 1/4 inch bolts. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room, just to level things out in case things are off a little bit. But also I just wanted to be clear, I start on the outside here because it's nice and clean. Usually smokers are used and dirty and greasy and stuff inside. And then after we get this side done, just to explain real quick, we come inside here and measure up from this point to the center of the hole that you make here to get the measurements to transfer to this side from this ledge. Just because this ledge is a 1/4 inch taller than the top of the shelf. Otherwise your shelf is going to be crooked. So we'll get these going here. And then I put this bigger bit in just to chase the burrs off. Just hit it real quick, nothing special. Awesome. Then we'll take a short break. We'll bolt this bracket on. Alright, just wanted to show you guys real quick before we put this bracket on. So measuring on the inside now, just because the flange is a little bit different, it's right at 5 1/8, 5 1/16. So what you do is measure that, take that measurement, and go to this side like I was saying. And then also get this measurement right here. I drew this line with a silver Sharpie so you can see it on the used smokers. But we'll get right here this measurement, line it up on your line, slide it up till it hits the front of the can, and get this measurement to your first hole, which is 3 3/4. And then we'll mark that on this side from the front of the can as well, and go 5 1/8 up. So let's do that. Alright guys, so we got the this side bolted up, and I took the measurements like I was talking about. We're 3 3/4 back from this front edge along the line to the center of the hole, and I transferred that to this side. So same thing, up to the line, go back to the front, and it's 3 3/4 back. So you put your mark, and then same thing as the other bracket. You measure the distance from center to center in your holes, and same thing, this was 10, so you just go another 10 inches from this mark and mark it back here, and then we're 5 1/8 up from this ledge the grate sits on, because it's different from the height of this. So drill the holes and we're good to go. Got them deburred, and we are going to bolt this side up now. Alright guys, so we got the other bracket bolted in here. Everything's snug, tight, good to go. And then what I like to do next is just grab the shell. Sometimes with the play in your holes, with the clearance, it can be off a little bit one way or the other, up and down height wise. So just kind of check here. You get, actually this one's perfect, so we got lucky. It's flat on both sides. It doesn't shake up and down. There's no adjustment needed. Sometimes you can just loosen the front, put it up or down, just so it doesn't rattle in there too bad. But as you can see, the notch in the back, we've got about 3/8, half an inch clearance to the light. Shelf hits a stop, so you're not going to mess the light up or any of that. The shelf is centered height-wise, so you can do pork butts on top and bottom. If you're going to do that, I just recommend cutting the fat cap off. They fit no problem. Other than that, vacuum your shavings out and spray some cooking oil. Just spray your brackets, coat the shelf real good, put it in there, run it at 350 for maybe 30 minutes, and then cook a whole sheet of bacon across the whole top just to get grease going, and you're good to go. That's it guys, thanks for the space and the support.